What's up, y'all? Let me check on these beans before I go in there and sit down. Mm, yeah, good. What's up, y'all? What's up? Okay, come on, here, man, guys. What y'all got going on? I just got back. You said I'm outside. Yeah, I'm outside. I'm doing okay. Just got back from what is it called? The buffet with my son and my mama. My baby to celebrate my baby graduation. That's what he wanted to go, so that's where we went. I need some my fan today. Six. What y'all got going on? I lost it again. I didn't even notice it pop up. It's so dang hot. I am full. I'm so full. I don't know what to do with myself. I had like I would say about 3 plates of crawfish. I had crabs, shrimp, everything. Some cheese wontons. What else I eat? I had ice cream and cake and the whole. I basically ate just about everything that I like, and I had about 5 or 10 different plates. I'm so full. I don't know what to do with myself. You napping? You ain't doing nothing. You chilling, man. That's what I'm finna do. You know what I'm saying? After I hang out with y'all, I'm gonna finish 1 beer. I'm gonna go lay down. I'm tired. I'm so full. I don't know what to do with myself. But I do want to hang out a little bit. Me and my baby, you like the shell? What shell? But me and my baby we had this little pool party earlier today. I set up his pool and my pool. Whew. Trying to put this bed somewhere so I can feel it. Baby, there it is. But yeah, what you mean? What shell? You talk about like I don't know. I don't have no shell. Confused. I'm confused. But yeah, we had I set up both our pools and we sat out there and watched the he was teaching me, showing me this anime show that he liked. You know what I'm saying? So I sat out there with him and watched the anime show with him. I was trying to get into it and see, you know what I'm saying, what it had going on. And then after that, we went to the buffet with my mom and we ate. And now we're back at the house. I done went to the dang gas station, bruh, and I feel like I'm scared that they sold me some more of these. How do you these stale cigarettes, bro? I pray to God they not stale. Now the last ones I had, I put them in the freezer, and eventually shell on seafood. Oh, okay, I feel you. I do. I like it too. I really did. I told them, dang, crawfish and crabs up and the shrimp up. Oh, I love it. Then they shocked me because when I went, they also had like sausage and they had corn on the cob. And like it's like they had a whole little spread sitting out there. I was like, oh, okay, they doing their thing, okay. Okay, I see you, King Store Buffet. I go ahead and get them a shout out. They did they thing. I was like, oh, okay, y'all got it going on up here. You know what I'm saying? They have the sushi up in there, the hibachi grill. It was good. It was good. I'm so full. I don't know what to do with myself. My baby full. I'm full. My mama full. Everybody happy. You know what I'm saying? And I had a salad bar, but I had salad earlier. That's what I ate for lunch, low key. I had a salad left over from what I ate yesterday, and I came out here and got my lemon basil, and you know what I'm saying, added that to it. It was so good. It was so good. Ooh, I love it. These dang mosquitoes, man, have been tearing me up, yo. All that sounds so good, and I be cracking you up with your videos. What's up? What's up? What's up, y'all? It was good. Like they had a whole little, they had a cool little setup, and you know I'm glad that we went today because honestly, when you go on the weekend and be so packed up in there, like you can barely find a parking spot, and you know what I'm saying, barely have a type where you have to wait for a little while. Okay, I'm so happy about my baby graduating and we moving up to the sixth grade. I'm proud of him. I am. Okay. Got all A's and B's on the report card. I'm proud, I'm proud, I'm proud, I'm proud. I am. For real, for real. But yeah, so that's what we had going on today, y'all. Oh, is that a butterfly? Y'all see it over there? A little black and white butterfly. Or is that a moth? That's a show is the butterfly. That's who been in here eating up. You were the one, yo. Been in here tearing up my little leaves, bro. And then transformed into a butterfly. Well, you do your thing, then. Y'all see it back there in the corner. It's over here. Behind, like, I guess you can't really see it because it's behind these, but it's trying to get out. I might help it get out later. I don't feel like doing it right now, but it's trying to get out. There's a bee stuck in here, too. A couple bees stuck in here. Yeah. But yeah, I'm just sitting out here, y'all, relaxing and trying to see how my plants doing and what they got going on. But I know I'm for sure about to look up because I'm looking at like yesterday when I came out here, my beans were looking straight, and now today they have some of them have a little discoloration. Let me see. Okay, so Look like I need to get some dang neem oil, which I don't believe I have any neem oil. I'm gonna have to order some neem oil, y'all, from the beans because back here I don't have none. I don't have none. I gotta order some. It's about that time. It's about that time. I guess that's something that I used to keep handy. Okay, it looks like it's light. It's saying pictures of it, but how do you fix it? Okay, so what is the treatment of it? Mm-hmm. We're gonna try to figure that out. You said safe. I don't know what that means. Are you saying stay safe? Stay safe. Try to stay safe. But I don't know what it is. I'm trying to figure out what it. I might have to get some neem oil. That's really the only thing that I can think of to fix it. Let me see. You said I could scratch your back with them nails. I really need to get some dang nail glue so that I can put them back off. I didn't popped off dang near this whole hand. Another one popped off while I was out here, and it's two missing on my other hand. That's my son, like me scratching his back with my long nails. You like my southern accent? Thank you. You have an infatuation with my greenhouse. Thank you. I like it too. I can't say. I was really upset. Baby, I was so upset when my other greenhouse was destroyed, but I love this one so much. Like, it makes me so happy when I do get my little. But I love this one so much that it's awesome. I don't know, y'all. I don't know what I'm gonna have to do to, you know what I'm saying, about these bees. I'm really kind of starting to get concerned. Really a little concerned about my little beans because it looks like some of them is not doing too hot, and I got to get some neem oil. But I get that it's okay, but simultaneously, I don't want to have that going on. Kind of making me feel like I should have left them in the greenhouse. I should have just left it alone, y'all. I guess I should have left well enough alone. But what I might do is go ahead and take the soil from the other side and replant, like resow some seeds inside the greenhouse and just do it like that. But dang, I don't know. We'll see. Either that or just cut off the infected leaves and see what happens. It might be alright. How's life over here? It's alright. I love Houston. This is my home city, so it's cool. I guess I mostly be in the house. You know what I'm saying? When I'm out, it's cool sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Uh, I haven't really went that many places. You know what I'm saying? I was out, working a little bit on my scooter, but I had to come back and start back working from home because my battery. And now I'm gonna be working from home because my son is gonna be with me during the summer. So we gonna be, what I'm saying, hanging at the house, and I'm just gonna be gardening and doing my online job until, what I'm saying, I guess until the summer's over, I get a car, and then I'll be able to do both. You know what I'm saying? He can hang out with me while I work. But yeah, for the most part, I haven't really went that many places. I went out a little bit. Like I went out one time since I've been back in Houston, and I had fun. But it ain't no situation where I'm just always out and about and running the streets like that. I kind of really am a homebody. You too, you a homebody or you want to travel? I like traveling too, but this year when I went out and traveled, I wasn't really just. At first, I was traveling trying to get away from my crazy man that refused to leave me alone. Then my ex ended up calling me and wanted me to come out to where he was at. And I got out there and it was some nonsense and I ended up leaving. And then I ended up stuck where I left to and had to find my way back to Houston. But now I'm here and I'm just sitting in the house. You know, this disabled CDL driver. You can tell I enjoy. I don't know what you mean by the end part, the FPPL. Out to the fullest. Yeah, I try to. I try. You know what I'm saying? I can't say it's all right. I don't want to say that this is like I love being at home and I love gardening and etc. But I do like going out too. I don't mind going out and being around people and hanging out and what I'm saying, making friends and all of that. But in reality, like because my battery on my bike was acting up, I haven't really been going nowhere. And now that I have replaced the battery and it's working again, I haven't been nowhere because first it was raining, okay, and then on top of that, now my son is with me, so I'm not gonna leave him to go out. So you know what I'm saying? We in the house, basically. Long story short, but you know what I'm saying? When school is back in, I might start back going out, but I'm not sure. I don't know. It just, I guess it depends on how I feel. But I don't be at like clubs or nothing like that. If I go out, it'll be like a lounge or like a little bar or like, you know what I'm saying, a chill, laid back type spot. I don't like to be around too much excitement. The last time I went out to a club, you know what I'm saying? A bunch of people got together and felt some kind of way about me being there and jumped me. So I don't really, I'm not doing that no more. We not even finna deal with that. We done with that. That chapter is closed. That chapter is closed. We ain't got time for that.
I really want to get out here, and I'm about to. Let's see. Look these leaves because and I'll show y'all what I'm talking about. Hold on, let me put this on. You said what? You try to figure out what I'm talking about my beans over here, y'all. Trying to this is what I'm talking about. Y'all see how they kind of discolored and they withering, so I'm getting rid of them. Always something to do in the garden, y'all. Okay. And I think I just need. Okay, that's okay. That's what I wanted to do because the leaves was looking kind of unhappy. I'm probably gonna go out there. I'm probably gonna water later, but I don't feel like doing it right now. I'm really tired. Oh, I originally had no intention of really doing too much. See what y'all talk about? You said what? I don't know what you said. What? So have you ever been slapped? I tell you one thing: they slap me, they gonna get slapped back. You should protection at all times. I am protection. I am security. The things that happen nowadays are really scary. So that makes me love people who really be enjoying life. It's the reason they jump me. Oh, you bet your bottom dollar is the reason they had to jump me. Because you try to do one on one with me, I'm tell you what, baby, if they wouldn't have hit me from the back, it would have been a situation where they would have been in trouble, jumping me at all. Ooh, I ain't lying, baby. Baby, it's the reason why they ran up on me from the back. It wasn't no situation. It wasn't no fair fight. It wasn't no situation where somebody was like, hey, don't put him up. It was a situation where somebody ran up on me from the back. I wasn't expecting it. Came out of nowhere, bro. And to be honest, I didn't even know what happened. Until, you know what I'm saying? Somebody saw me when somebody saw me. I was like, what? Why? Like, you know what I'm saying? I didn't even understand the logic as to why somebody even, you know what I'm saying, dry attacked me out of nowhere, bro. But, you know what I'm saying? That's one thing, like, that I got to be careful of because as my, you know what I'm saying, my channel and I just grow in general doing what I do, I have to be careful. I have to be careful and I have to be watching out, you know what I'm saying? Because some people is just gonna feel some kind of way. And I know it. Like, you know what I'm saying? But at that point in time, I felt like I was okay, and I was around people that I knew, and wasn't nobody gonna do this, and what this wasn't gonna happen because, you know what I'm saying. I was just assuming that it was gonna be people that was like, I'm smoking a cigarette. I was assuming that it was gonna be a situation where people would have, at the very least, said, "Hey, Star, you know what I'm saying? Watch out." You know, like I assume I was cool with so many people up there that I was like, dang, y'all really just let a bunch of people come in there and jump me for real. I was like, oh, that's how y'all doing it. That's baby. That's like I said, I'll go hang out with them no more. Man, F y'all, bro. For real. Y'all just let them come in there and jump me. Ain't nobody say nothing, bro. Ain't nobody jump me in. F y'all, bro. Y'all can all kiss my ass. The utter foolery. Woo. And then finding out what it was about, I was really like, for real. I've been sitting up here complaining to y'all about my ex and his nonsense all this time, and y'all gonna let him and a gang of thoughts come up in this club and jump me for real, and everybody gonna act like it. You know what I'm saying, man? If y'all, bro, y'all won't see me at the club no more. I will not be coming up there no more, bro. And dang it, if somebody asks me why I don't come up there no more, I'm leaving a bad review. Shit. But I know I ain't the only person that be happening to. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you like on social media, you have a lot of people like following you and all that. People be feeling some kind of way for no apparent reason. In reality, he had no reason to feel no kind of way, nor did anybody else. You know what I'm saying? It was just a bunch of women that felt some kind of way because they wanted to sleep with him in peace. And I, basically moved on about my life because apparently y'all want to sleep with him in peace so bad. Go on, bro. And then got mad because how dare you accept the fact that we want to sleep with him in peace and break up with him and not want to be with like the other. I don't have time. I don't. I don't have time for the nonsense. I don't have time for the foolery. You know what I'm saying? He act like he was too good to give me an apology that I deserved. You know what I'm saying? And it was a situation where I just wasn't dealing with him at all. And I decided to go out, minding my business, and out of nowhere, you know what I'm saying? Got a text out of nowhere. And you know what I'm saying? Like I said already, I feel like they all, you know what I'm saying? PUSSY, bro, because why y'all jumping? You know what I'm saying? And then every time I've been around these same people, nobody want to say who did it. Nobody want to admit that they was included in the people that jumped me, bro. Everybody want to act like they don't understand and they don't know what happened. And nah, I would never do that. And I have other things to do with my life. Somebody did it, bro. I like still having nobody said, you know what? So I'm gonna be real and let you know that I'm one of the people. Nobody. Fuck ass people, bro. Anyway, whew, nah, we ain't doing that no more. Mm-mm. We ain't got time for that no more. We ain't got time. I got other things. You know what I'm saying? I find anywhere else to go. But I'm not gonna deal with that. It ain't gonna be no situation where I'm, you know what I'm saying, trying to hang out with people, especially the kind of way, you know what I'm saying, when I would go out and, especially when I had it like that and I'm going out, I'm giving the bartender good tips, trying to be cordial and cool with everybody. And you know what I'm saying, just going through that, I ain't like that. I'm feeling absolutely delightful today, man. I had a wonderful day. I just came back from the buffet with my son and my mom. Just went over there and, you know what I'm saying, clipped the old leaves off of my beans because it looked like they ready to let go of them. And sipping on me a little beer and I'm about to relax. I'm probably about to clip some leaves off of this cayenne pepper plant because she looked like she ready to be next. Okay, she got a few leaves over here that look like they need to be clipped off. But I gotta wipe my scissors off first. But she looked like she got a few leaves to be clipped off, so she needs. And that's what I'm doing. I'm just chilling. You know what I'm saying? Having me trying to relax, minding my business over here in my little greenhouse. That's what we doing. Trying to get in, you know what I'm saying? Get in where I fit in so I can see this little sunset and hang out with my plants. Look like they still up right now. So that's what we doing. Yeah, she got a few spots on her, like a few leaves that need to be clipped off. But I know it's gonna help. You said old country buffet for your fifth grade graduation. Well, we took him to a what is it called? Like King Star buffet. It's like a hibachi grill and a seafood buffet. It was cool. Yeah, it was a spot that he loved. You know what I'm saying? He had a few plates. I had a few plates. Mama had a few plates. We had us a good time. We did. We had us a good time. We had some dessert and then we did. You know what I'm saying? They even added out like you know what I'm saying. They added a little chocolate. What is it called? Like a chocolate fountain. I'm surprised they ain't had no strawberries in there though. You know what I'm saying? That would be perfect for the chocolate fountain. But I understand they had some marshmallows though. And my son for sure, you know what I'm saying, he tried it out. It seemed like it was cool. I would have tried it if they had some strawberries, but they did have some other kind of fruits, but I don't know. I don't know what I guess I could have tried pineapples. I could have, you know what I'm saying, seen what pineapple would taste like. But I'm not really a fan of chocolate covered marshmallows, so I kind of left that alone. But I'm full. I had like 3 plates of crawfish, a couple plates of shrimp and crabs, and I had some catfish. And what else did I eat? I had some sushi, some cheese wontons, and I'm full. I'm like so full. I don't know what to do with myself, and I'm exhausted. And I washed it down with a Corona. I had me a good little time. And now I'm sitting out here in the garden hanging out with my plants, trying to see, you know what I'm saying, if they need anything. And like I said, I went and clipped at the beans. I'm finna clip at these cayenne pepper plants. And that is my day. I probably water them, but I don't know. I might wait until tomorrow to get them some water because they kind of look like they alright. Some of them do. They kind of look like they alright for right now. Yeah, I had a good little day. It's been cool. Earlier, me and my when my son got here from his like the last day party, we pulled the pools out and we had us a little pool day. And he was showing me it's like this new show that he's watching. It's like a anime show. We was watching that while we was swimming in our little pools and relaxing and chilling with each other. We had fun. We had a good day. Hey, what's up? We had a good day for his first day of summer. It was cool. It was cool. I think tomorrow I'm gonna come out here and plant the things that I want to plant, but I'm gonna have to get my notebook. I'm probably gonna go in the house and grab it low key. I need to grab some alcohol too, or some vinegar to wash my scissors off before I start clipping at other plants. I also want to get some Q-tips because I'm gonna see if I can fertilize these plants. I love you too, and I'm gonna try to fertilize my pepper plants because I don't know if they fertilize it on their own. Well, I know that they can't, but I don't know if the bees actually got to them all. So I'm gonna get one of my gardening books too. That's what I'm gonna go and do. I'm gonna take y'all with me. You know what I'm saying? Either that or I'm gonna go real quick and come right back. Did somebody steal one of the screws off my name? I just know that wasn't like that. I know somebody came in here and took one of the screws out of my little thing. They need to get a license to find something else to do with their time. You gotta be bored and miserable if you doing stuff like that. I would assume it was already like that and I'm just now noticing because that don't make no sense. Oh, but yeah, that's what's going on, y'all. Oh my goodness, I'm so full. Like I am really stuck. Oh, you said it may be on the ground, but I get what you were saying. But here's the thing: how did it get there? Like this, is what I'm talking about. This right here. What? It's like, how did this come out on its own? And I don't recall. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I've been sitting up here. I was sitting out here last night. I don't remember that screw being missing. So how in the world did it unscrew itself and find its way on the ground? That don't even make no sense. I'm just being real. And I know I'm observant. I know this little stuff. You know what I'm saying? Just like I just looked over there and noticed that it wasn't there. That don't even make sense. How did it come out? Where did it go? And why would it be able to just unscrew on its own? And in reality, I haven't really been using it, so it don't make sense as to how it came unscrewed. Like that doesn't make any sense to me. But I guess it's possible, but it just doesn't make any sense. Anywho, I'm finna go grab the stuff I said I was gonna go grab. He said I see everything. I try to. I'll be right back. Hold on.
I try to see everything. I try to be observant, especially of my, you know what I'm saying, not only of my surroundings, but just in general, stuff that, you know what I'm saying, is mine. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like we sitting over here rolling in dough. And it's not to say I know that God, the same way God bless me with the what I have, God can bless me with another one. But that don't mean that, you know what I'm saying, I want to have to keep on buying the same thing over and over again. And it shouldn't be a situation where a screw out of nowhere is missing. I'll be right back, y'all. I'm gonna go get these books and stuff real quick. Okay. Sheesh. Okay, I got mad. I do not have I don't know what in the world I did with the book that I'm actually looking for. But we're gonna find something. Hold on. Dang, y'all. That was a whole little adventure I just had to go on to go around and find. Because the book that I don't know where it's at. I'm gonna have to buy another one, I guess. Because one of my books is missing. That makes me upset. I don't know what I did with it. I don't know if I put it under my bed. And if it's under my bed somewhere, I'm gonna have to find it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what's going on. But I came back with some of it. And it's hot as sugar honey iced tea out here. Fan back on me. So the books that I did bring, this one right here, this one right here. So I have two other books, one of which I left it in there because it's like at the bottom of my stack of books, and I really don't feel like moving all of my books out the way to get to that one book. The other book, I don't know what I did with it. I really don't. I am so confused. I have no idea what I did with that book. So here we are. Whew. Okay. Okay. What's today? Thursday. So, Okay, so I had to make some notes. You said a prophetess and a gardener. But yeah, so let me put my microphone back in because this AC unit otherwise is just, I know it's drowning me out.
Okay. I know otherwise the AC is gonna drown me out because I'm soft spoken. But I had to take some notes, y'all, because otherwise I will forget. And I don't like that because with gardening, I feel like it is important to know what days that you gave nutrients. I don't want it to be a situation where I forget and I end up like giving them more nutrients than they need. And then I don't want it to be a situation where it's so long that like, and I forget that I when the last time I gave them nutrients and I don't give them, dang, I forgot to get a Q-tip and I forget to get them nutrients. I don't want that to happen. So I'm trying to look for something I can use instead. I guess I can use my finger, but I really prefer to have a Q-tip. I feel like that's what works best with my eyes. Mhm. But kind of mad because like I said, the book that I really need, this is not it. But we finna go ahead, and I don't think this have. Let me see. It might. This is in alphabetical order. Oh yeah, Hawthorne. No, I don't think it's in here. It is not. I'll see. This is the first plant that I grew. Calendula. I don't know how to say it. Calendula. This is the first plant that I grew. I used to drink it as tea, and it's really good for you too. You know what I'm saying? It's good for cell repair and cell growth. It is antiseptic, anti-inflammatory. It can be used topically or used internally. It can keep any kind of infections at bay, and it's good for all kind of things that you could have possibly going on inside and on the outside. And I just feel like in general it helps you to heal from all kind of things. Tea is also useful internally and externally. It's helpful for gastrointestinal problems, ulcers, cramps, indigestion. It's good for nourishing and cleansing the lymphatic system. It helps with swollen glands. It got a lot of stuff going on. But this is the first plant that I grew, and I did use it for tea. And I can't say one thing that is interesting about this flower. I don't know if y'all watched the movie what is it? It's about Rapunzel, but what is the name of it? It's the Disney version. But in that movie, like y'all know how they were searching for a flower and they were trying to find a flower to heal the queen. You know what I'm saying? Because she was sick. It was the golden flower. You know what I'm saying? It's the golden flower. And I peeped that because I started learning about it, and that like the most important thing that I learned is that what I'm saying, it helps with your cells. Like that is very important. Cell repair and cell growth. You know what I'm saying? Like that literally, if it's a situation where you are sick and it's a situation where your cells are like it will heal you. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it was the first plant that I grew, because I learned that and I realized that, and I was like, I want that plant. I want to drink that tea. So I grew it and I literally started drinking the tea every day. Anywho, aloe vera. I got this out here right now. Aloe vera is a healing agent for burns, first degree, second degree, and third degree. It promotes rapid healing and tissue repair. It soothes and cools a kitchen burn or a really bad sunburn. It also quickly reverses blisters and prevents scarring and tissue damage. It can be helpful in cases of insect bites and stings, rashes, eczema, acne, skin ulcers, and the inflammation caused by poison oak or poison ivy. It's the world's first beauty queen and cosmetics entrepreneur. Cleopatra popularized many famous beauty products. Okay, so Cleopatra liked to use aloe vera. Internally, aloe vera is one of the most widely used and safe laxatives. Well, we're not using it for that. But I guess if you got the problems, you know what I'm saying? It's really good for skincare. I love it for skincare. I actually used this when I first got back because I didn't have that many skincare products. So, you know what I'm saying? When I came out here and clipped at the aloe vera, I did a micro needling on my face and then I took the leaf and I just rubbed it all over my face. And I used the aloe vera and I mixed it with some what is it called? The oil that I use. I forgot the name of it. Castor oil and aloe vera. That's what I was using on my face when I first got back from Austin because I ain't have nothing else to use. But you know what I'm saying? It works. You know what I'm saying? It does work. It's not a situation where it don't. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, they got turmeric. I'm not growing turmeric. I do have the seasoning, but I'm not growing it. Thyme. I have thyme. Thyme is a disinfectant. It can be used as a wash to help fight off infection. It helps to ward off colds as a rinse to treat sore throat and oral infections. It can be used as a tea for cough and chest complaints, and it's used in many antifungal remedies. It's an antioxidant. It can be used as a tonic. For those of you that don't know, a tonic, you basically get some alcohol and you put the herb in there and you let it stay for a little while. And after about 30 days, you can start using it. It has a positive effect on the glandular system as a whole and the thymus gland. Sage, which I'm trying to get to grow. I pray, please let it grow. I've been trying to grow sage, but I might have to buy sage and allow it to grow that way. You said it shows. Thank you. Sage is a good herb too, but we gonna get past the rosemary. I'm trying to grow rosemary right now too. It's a brain tonic. It helps with concentration and memory. For those of you that are curious, if you have a problem with like having bad dreams or nightmares, you could take rosemary and lavender and put it in like a little bag like this here and put it under your pillow and it will cause those bad nightmares to go away. Just for those that are curious, you did. Anyways, rosemary is good for that. It's a mild and uplifting stimulant. And it's also the scent. You know what I'm saying? Just the scent alone. Even if you don't want the herbs themselves under your pillow, you can take like the oil and you can drop a few drops of rosemary and a few drops of lavender around your bed and around your pillow, and it will cause you to have good dreams, and it will cause you not to be like so stressed out when you go to sleep. You'll sleep a lot better. We're not growing ginger. Let me see what else we got. I'm actually looking for something specifically, but I don't know if it's gonna be in here. Garlic is in here. I'm not growing garlic. I'm not growing some. There it is, cayenne. It is in here. There it is. Okay, cayenne is a warming circulatory stimulant. It's a safe, effective tonic for the heart. Okay, so if you got heart problems, you use you some cayenne pepper or some cayenne. Regardless of how you use it, it's a digestive aid. It stimulates circulation throughout the body. It assists in digestion. It helps with both saliva and stomach enzymes. It signals the brain to release endorphins. which is the brain's feel good hormone. You know, that's what makes you happy. It's the same, literally endorphins. That's the same thing that you would receive like when you post something and people like it and stuff like that. Yeah, that's basically the same thing. That's the same kind of vibe. It's a pain reliever for arthritis, bursitis, and muscle and joint aches. It is an active ingredient in several of the over-the-counter pain relief creams. It's rich in vitamins A and C. It aids and supports the immune system, and it is a good formula for colds and flus. It has a long history as a heart herb. Um, it helps to strengthen the heart, and it helps as a first aid for a heart attack. It lowers cholesterol, and it reduces the severity of heart disease. So if you know what I'm saying, you watching me and you got heart problems, baby, you need to start cooking with more cayenne peppers, okay? But anywho, this is what I was looking for. But it ain't really giving me as many clues and hints as to what I'm trying to figure out what's going on with the leaves on my plant. That's the reason I got the book. Holy basil. That's one of the things I'm trying to grow right now. Let me see. It's like holy basil and sweet basil share similar medicinal qualities and are often classified together, but they have some different properties as well. It's a tonic herb. It helps to restore vitality and vigor. It specifically addresses imbalances and illnesses, and it's more of a medicinal and specific in its action. Sweet basil is for treating headaches and digestive disturbances, and holy basil is better for vitality and renewing energy. So one thing that I must say, I wish that in this book they kind of specified more of the basils because there are so many different kinds of basil. Like, and I have like 5 different types of basil growing in here. I got holy basil, the regular basil, and then I have what is it called? Oh, I can see it right now, but I don't see the tag on it. What is it called? It's opal basil. I have lemon basil, lime basil. I have holy green basil, which is different from holy basil. You know, so I have like a bunch of different types of basil in here. And you know what I'm saying? Just like the author of this book just said, what's the author of this book? Her name is Rose. Oh, her name is Rosemary. Y'all see her? Her name is Rosemary. Anyways, as Rosemary said, you know what I'm saying? Like different types of basil have different properties, and you know they taste different. They have different. Like my lemon basil is absolutely like you can smell it when you walk through the door. You know what I'm saying? Or the green, you can smell the lemon basil. It's like it hits you, and you're like, oh, that smells so good, and it's just like I love it. Anywho, I did find the herb that I was looking for, dandelion, which is growing unprovoked in here, but I did not plant that. I did not plant dandelion. The entire plant is useful as both medicine and food. The root is a classic liver tonic or blood purifier with stimulating and decongesting effect on the liver. It encourages optimal digestion. It's a rich supply of bitter compounds that have a stimulated receptor sites on the tongue, signaling the digestive tract. It stimulates the production of and breaks down cholesterol and fat. And for y'all that don't know, this is dandelion grow like weeds out here in Texas. Yeah, it really do. But you know what I'm saying? It do. But it's good for the liver. Okay, moving on from it. Echinacea. I was trying to grow this when I was staying in the desert. I could never get it to grow. We're not trying right now, so we're gonna skip over that. Elderberry. Elderberry was growing like crazy out there in the desert. It actually grows into this like huge bush. Like it is really big. But we're not gonna go over there right now. Golden seal, I'm not growing that. Hawthorn, I believe I have seeds for that, but I'm not growing that right now. lavender is something else that I'm not growing. And the reason that I decided, thank you. The reason, hey, how you doing, Catherine? The reason I'm not growing lavender is because every time I try to grow it, like from seed, it doesn't pop for me. And when I get it, like from plant, it is just so hard. Thank you so much. Lemon balm, I'm trying to grow it. I love lemon balm. Lemon balm tastes so good. And y'all know I love the citrus taste, and lemon balm tastes really good when you add it to like a salad. It's good for your brain. It's good for strengthening the memory and chasing away melancholy. So it's a herb that will help you to feel happy and cheerful. Um, it helps with sweetening the spirit. Mm. It helps with concentration of volatile oils. It calms the nervous and the digestive systems. It helps with antispasmodic actions. It's good for stomach distress and nervous exhaustion. It functions as a mild sedative, so if you like, you know what I'm saying, it'll calm you down. Like if you're feeling like extra nervous or something like that, it'll help you to calm down. It helps with insomnia, grief, and sadness. Um, yeah, it's really a good thing. They giving all kind of, you know what I'm saying. It helps to calm a restless child, and it helps aid with ADD and ADHD. It helps soothing children with nightmares. Okay, all right then. I'm not growing licorice, not right now at least. What's next? Marshmallow. I'm not growing it. At least I don't think I am. I'm not growing mother yet. We're not growing that. We need metal. We're not growing oats. Peppermint. I'm trying to grow peppermint. Is the only kind of mint that seems like it's not sprouting over here. I don't know why peppermint is not sprouting for me. You said, Gabe, what I'm giving y'all, Gabe, I'm going over everything, ain't I? Peppermint is good for digestive aid, relieving nausea and gas. It a antispasmodic. It helps muscles relax and can reduce stomach cramping and spasms. It helps with indigestion and vomiting. It helps with your teeth. So when I first started getting into herbs, and when I was first creating my cosmetic line, and I started creating. Thank you for helping me. You welcome. I decided to make like a teeth whitener for myself, and I made it out of coffee grounds, peppermint, and I think it was some other kind of mint, and I mixed it together, and I started using that on my teeth, and it looked like absolutely disgusting. I never recorded this or anything like that, but when I say it really did help whiten my teeth, like you'll be shocked. You know what I'm saying? It really did work. Anywho, it helps with bad breath too. It helped tremendously. It was a natural way of cleaning my teeth and whitening your teeth. Plankton, I'm not growing that, so we're gonna move past it. I'm not growing red clover, we can move past it. St. John's wort, even though red clover is really good for hair growth, I used to use that in when I would create my own hair oil for my locks. When I was staying in the desert, I would go to this herb store and buy some red clover, and I would put it in there. It is so good for your hair. It is really good for your hair. Anywho, St. John's wort is good for mild depression, anxiety, stress, tension, nerve damage. See, what is this? Seasonal affective disorder. But it say it takes a long time for it to work. Which I realized that about some herbs, but I don't know, not everything, because when I made my own little cold medicine, it wasn't a situation where it took forever for it to kick in. It worked. My pain medicine too. I made my own pain medicine, and I made my own cold medicine, and it worked. I would put like I made a tincture for pain and I made a tincture for colds and different things. And I basically would put a few drops of it in my tea while I was at work. It worked. So did spearmint. We're skipping over spearmint. And then valerian, yarrow. Yarrow I am growing, so I would like to see what it got going on. Antiseptic, anti-inflammatory, astringent. Is good for healing wounds, bruises, and sprains. It helps with getting rid of swelling. The lady that wrote this book said that she actually mixed this with some other herbs when somebody had a swollen ankle and they put it on the person's ankle and it started going down in front of them like really fast. It can be used as a sedative. It helps when you have a late menstrual cycle. It helps to ease and relax uterine tension and cramps. It reduces heavy bleeding. So it's really good for the uterus. It's good for a lot of midwives use it when they are attending a birth. It stops bleeding and it helps with a cut, a deep wound, or even something as simple as a nosebleed. Oh, that's a really good little thing to have around. All right. Well, those are the herbs that's going on in here. I haven't put any tags in this book yet, but this is the big one. Okay, y'all see the difference. Even though this book do have a lot of information, I bought it for a reason. But y'all see how big this book is compared to this? But I can't say this book and more so has recipes, and I'm gonna show y'all like these are all recipes. So this is like all recipes for any medications, like natural medications, and if it's like if it's a certain ailment that I want to find something that's gonna help like really quick, I can just look it up in here and I can find something that'll help with it. But it also have this section right here, which is about the herbs specifically, and it is a lot. Let me see. They have a lot in here. They have more. It's more herbs in here than it is in this one, because they got aloe, arnica, ashwagandha, astragalus, which I've heard of this one, but I haven't used the black cohosh, basil, blue vervain, black walnut, burdock, boswellia, calendula, again, chocolate, cardamom, catnip, chiveling, chamomile, cinnamon, clove. We're gonna go over this book another day. Elderberry, okay, which I've used elderberry before. Echinacea, eucalyptus, feverfew, fennel, urine and garlic, ginkgo, ginger, golden seal, ginseng. Like this have almost everything. Gotu kola, hawthorn, holy basil, hibiscus, hops, horse chestnut, kava, juniper berries, lemon balm, licorice, linden, marshmallow, mimosa, mint, motherwort, manarda, onion, oats, which is interesting because I'm sitting up here reading about onions because I had a friend that told me long ago if you take like a red onion and you cut it and you put it like in your socks while you sleeping, it will draw out any kind of it will draw out any kind of disease. He said I'm a survivor character. I'm like, like she gonna be one of the ones that's gonna figure it out. Baby, while everybody else trying to break into the pharmacy, I would be like, "Ew, that, bro. That's like going, you know what I'm saying? Every time they was trying to go to a pharmacy or to a store trying to get supplies, there was always problems. Why do that with all the medicine is in nature anyways? They don't need for all that, bro. I'm gonna be ducked out in the middle of nowhere somewhere doing just fine." But yeah, I had a friend tell me about red onions. If you take onions and you cut it up, it stinks though. You know what I'm saying? But if you cut it up and you put it in your socks while you sleep, it's gonna drain out illness like from inside of you. And that's literally what this book is saying right now. That you can use it as a poultice or a plaster for wounds or sores. It draws out pus and infection. It soothes inflammation and calms lung spasms internally. An onion tincture can help with chronic bladder infection. It stimulates the circulatory system, reduce angina, heart attacks, ease coughs, colds, flu. Baby, he was not lying. Now, where is the lie? Oregano, parsley, passion flower, peach, penny royal. I used that before. I have heard of penny royal. Is used for liver injury. It helps with menstrual cramps and other kinds of menstrual issues. It helps with headaches, colds, coughs, and skin issues. It can be used worn around what as an insect deterrent. It can be worn in your hair, and it also has a good scent. Okay, pine, plankton, raspberry, mushroom, rhodiola, rose hips, and rose. I've obviously used those. Those are really good. Rosemary, sage, self heal, which is really good. Self heal contains cancer preventatives, STD treatments, antioxidants known to prevent and treat heart disease and boost immunity. It's used to treat Crohn's disease, diarrhea, colic, gastroenteritis, throat issues, reduce fever, headache, liver issues, muscle spasms. Baby, it's the reason it's called self heal. You need Shatarvari, skullcap, slippery elm. Slippery elm is good too. It helps with colds, sore throats, laryngitis, digestive and gastro intestinal problems, constipations, diarrhea, IBS, ulcers, hemorrhoids, skin conditions like burns, cold sores, boils, ulcers, abscesses, wounds, eases tooth pain. I need some of that right now for my tooth, low key. Um, it helps with aging skin, wrinkles, erases sun damage. It's really good. St. John's wort, stinking nettles, thyme, tea tree. Baby, they got all the herbs over here. Valerian, willow, witch hazel, wintergreen, yarrow, woodruff. I ain't never heard of woodruff. Okay, anyways, that's the book. I already read up on the one that I was trying to read up on though. So, you know what I'm saying. I just basically gave y'all a little, you know what I'm saying? Even though I'm not teaching on herbalist class over here, but I did give y'all a little, you know what I'm saying, a little snippet, a little hint, and a little clues of what herbs be having going on. And they really can help, you know what I'm saying? And they work. You know, like some people think that herbs don't work. They really do. You know what I'm saying? They really do. Baby, you can heal yourself. You know what I'm saying? And it's not to say I'm not a doctor and I'm not telling you not to go to the doctor, but there are some things that you can literally, you know what I'm saying, go and grow a herb or go to a store and buy the herb, and regardless if you use it in a tea, you get you something strong and mix it with it, or if you chew on it, you know what I'm saying? You can literally heal yourself. hmm Now, before I get to this cayenne pepper, which I don't know if I'm still gonna do because it's kind of dark now, but I don't want it to be a situation where we allow her to carry on for too late. So I might go ahead and snip at her too. I brought the vinegar out here, so I don't see why not. And I'm going to use. I'm basically about to use the vinegar to clean the shears off because it's not good to like clip on one plant and then automatically go to another one and clip on it, especially when it's a situation where the leaves are discolored the way that they were. I'm about to get one of my spray bottles and use it. Hold on. So what I'm about to do is put some of this vinegar in this spray bottle and use it to spray on the scissors. Even though I would prefer to use alcohol, but I don't have any alcohol, and vinegar is good too. It's not as wonderful as alcohol, but it serves the purpose. Oh my god, the smell is so strong. Anyways, we're gonna let them dry off over here while I smoke this cigarette. And then we're gonna clip on the cayenne pepper and get the leaves that's going discolored and you know what I'm saying, bringing down the energy of the plant. We're gonna take them off of there. And then we go, you know what I'm saying, take a note of it and remember that we did that tomorrow. Huh. I gotta find my other book. I don't know where in the world my other gardening book is. I'm low key mad. I don't know what I did. Well, I'm gonna have to look under my bed. It must have fell under there because I did have all of my like gardening books on my bed because I was going through and putting these tags, which I already showed y'all on this one book. I went through my books and I added these tags because I had tags on them, but you can kind of see them, the old tags. Y'all see, it's like a tag that was already right there, but it's kind of cut off, and it's cut off because I took a nap one day when I was staying in the trailer, and the bunny that I just had to get for my son because he had to have it decided to go over to where my books were and chew off all the little edges, all the little tags. I guess the tags were bothering the bunny, so it decided to chew on it, or it just wanted something to chew on. Regardless, you know what I'm saying? It decided to skip over the carrots and the lettuce that I bought for it and go and chew off all the tags that were on my books. So I had to go back and redo it. But I didn't do all the books. I did this book and I did my book on I forgot what it's called. It's the book on making like preserving and preservation. That book. I went and put tags in that book, and I put tags in this book right here. And I think I did another book, but it doesn't matter. These are, you know what I'm saying? I didn't do every single one of them because I was studying while putting the tags on there, and it does take a long time. But I do want to go through the book that I just like kind of skimmed over. I didn't really read through it. I want to go through that book and put tags over all the herbs of that one too. But we're going to get to that when we get to it. You know what I'm saying? He put the little bunny ears. Yeah, my son had a rabbit. That happened. I don't think we're gonna get another rabbit. I think even if I have my own property, I'm not gonna get another rabbit. Rabbits are a bit much. Like they just a bit much. And it's like they are helpful. I get it. They have their uses. Like, you know what I'm saying? But it's hmm, they a bit much. They cost a lot. It's hard to take care of them. And I think one of the most difficult things about rabbits are they don't make any noise and they're quiet. It's a good thing and a bad thing because you don't really know if something is wrong or it's a bit much. It kind of also reminds me of how what I'm saying when a child is in trouble or when a child is doing something it's not supposed to be doing and they real quiet. You hear a snake? Oh no, no, we ain't finna do a snake. Uh, Baby, that day they get loose and I ain't gonna know what to do. No, no, no. We gonna get a cat or a dog. And we gonna wait until we have our own house. I for sure want some dogs. I know I want dogs. I want some Dalmatians. I wanna have like 2 or 3 Dalmatians. I want some chickens and I want some cats. Those are the pets that I wanna get. I think those will do us good. There'll be some good pets for us to have. Oh, it's time for me to do my hair. I'm really trying to drag my feet. Maybe I need to oil my hair. It'll help. Happy my little light bulb. That is so cute. I like the little light. Y'all see the light. You said a snake will protect the garden. Cats protect the garden too. I get you. I get you. But you know what I'm saying? Cats do too. I can't say what I stayed in the desert. There was some snakes out there. And I didn't bother with them, and I don't think they really bothered with them too much. They had, it's rattlesnakes out there. You said they do. I believe you. I believe you, and I have heard. I know there's such thing as garden snakes, and that they go around. I know what they protected from. The rats and the mice, because rats and mice will come. They will tear a garden up. They will. They will tear a garden up. See, I feel like the reason that my garden that I had going on in Third Ward was all right is because the neighbor across the street, she had a bunch of cats, and they frequently, what I'm saying, would come over and, what I'm saying, be around the garden. Basically, we would put like cat food out there. And we asked her if she was okay with us feeding her cats, and she was like, yeah. So we would leave out food so that they would come and visit, what I'm saying, on a daily basis and make sure it wasn't no rats or mice messing with the garden. But what I'm saying, that was when I was on a mission to get rid of the mice. But they had to go. They had to go. I was like, I don't know how in the world you, sir, are sitting up here allowing these mice to take over this house like this here, but I am not gonna stand for it. I started putting peanut butter traps all around the house. mouse traps, you know what I'm saying? Roach trap, everything, bro. They got to go. They got to go, and they got to go immediately, bro. Baby, I was the one that let him know, yo, she got a bunch of cats over there, bro. Why don't we ask her if her cats can visit? They, you know what I'm saying? I understand she ain't gonna just give us her cats, but at least they can come and visit, you know what I'm saying, for a meal or so they can start hanging out around here. You know what I'm saying? Because these mice gotta go. Goddamn mice was making appearances in my videos and everything else. It was a problem. They had to go. It was smart for real, for real. I think he just wasn't worried about it because he was barely at home until we ended up getting married. Then he started spending more time at home, and then it kind of became a problem. But like now, I don't even think he stayed there no more. So he probably the move. He probably done found him a little boo thing somewhere. No talk with us somewhere. Ain't no too. Uh, uh, ooh, I'm so tired. I know one thing. I pray to God when I get my little house, it's on the outskirts of Houston, so I'll be able to see the stars at night. Give me a house on the outskirts of West so we can really see. You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to see the stars. I want to see all the stars. Ooh, I like this ponytail because it's cute, but it is kind of heavy having it like hanging up on my head like this. This is a bit much. I haven't put my hair up in so long. But I had my hair up when me and my son was swimming earlier today, and I just kept it in a ponytail when we went to the buffet. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want my hair getting in the way because I knew I was gonna be going in on a crawfish show, and I for sure, baby, 3 plates, 3 plates, 3 plates. That was so good. Ooh, I love me some love bugs. So good, so good, so good, so good. My baby ate some too. You said the Houston suburbs are nice. Yeah, but they're expensive. If you go stay in the ones that are like nice, they ain't cheap and bad. And I guess it's cheap compared to like you said apartments in Houston are like resorts. What apartment complex? You must be talking once again. You must be talking about some expensive apartment complexes and some expensive houses. This is out of my budget. Now I know God's budget, God can afford, you know what I'm saying, whatever he please, but in reality, you know what I'm saying, I'm just trying to be realistic. I feel like realistically, um, they do have some apartments in Houston that are like resorts, but you gonna be coming off the type of money where you might as well have a house. And you know what I'm saying? Especially if you're trying to stay in an apartment complex that's like a resort, you must be you talking about high rises. We talk about, you know what I'm saying, the apartments that's by the high school I went to. You know what I'm saying? They do have some nice apartments over there. And some of them it's like the apartments is upstairs and you go downstairs and it's a whole little mall down there, shopping centers, the restaurants, 5-star restaurants and all that kind of stuff going on, but you're gonna be paying about $3,000 a month in rent and up, okay? It is. That's just my estimate. I could be wrong. It might be more than that. I'm not sure. Because I know at this point the hood apartment is hitting for at the very least $700, $800 a month. So it ain't no telling you visited your auntie 2 years ago in Houston and y'all party. It is a bunch of party places out in Houston. It's clubs all over, like everywhere. Everywhere. It don't matter what side of town you stay. It's us clubs and party places in Katy. You can go in Cypress. It's Mo City. Everywhere. All over Houston. It's somewhere that you can go and hang out, kick back, and have you a good little time. It's a little spot. You know, it's a few bars over here by where I stay at that, you know what I'm saying, where you can go and party at. But I can't say I like what's it. I'm really trying to stay clear of the clubs because it's too much going on. And I have been to them before, like in the past. I've been to a few of the places around here. It's one that's like right by the neighborhood that I used to people used to throw parties that I've been there a few times. Is another place I haven't been there. I never been there because it's a new club. Like they built it a few years ago, and I just never been. The other one, it used to be a club, and now it's like I think it's like a gang, like I don't want to say a gang spot, but it's like a biker club. So I haven't been to it since it been like repurchased. But I used to go to it back in the day. Most of the places I like to go, it'll be either I like going downtown. I like going out. Apartments only had a gym, pool, and barbecue area. Some of them have more than that. Some of them do look like resorts and they real nice. And it's some of them that is just like, you know what I'm saying? When I had my RV, obviously it's called an RV resort. We stayed at a resort at both places. They were like, you know what I'm saying? We had a pool. It was like a little party area where they had a pool table and they had like different kind of games and activities. The second place that we stayed at, it was a pool with a jacuzzi. It also had a lake, and you know what I'm saying, where you could go fishing. It was nice, but you know what I'm saying. It's just you gotta be careful because sometimes people like you move somewhere and you think that it's safe and it's not. Oh, my eyes itching because some people was racist, yo. Oh, my eyes itching. And it's like in a climate we living in, people not only is it a situation where it's more people that are racist, they're open about being racist and they feel like it should be okay with, you know what I'm saying, them just hating you just because of how you look. And that's one thing that I don't like. You said you always talked about RV life. I used to have an RV, but you know what I'm saying, they kept on trying to break in my trailer. They kept at first the first RV park they kept trying to break in our trailer. The second RV park they were literally trying to hook our trailer up to their truck and pull us off somewhere. And that's why I was like, nah, that's not gonna work. You know what I'm saying? The next time we get us a house, it's gonna be a house that can't nobody hook it up to nothing. It's gonna be like a fixed house, like it's there because and I want to have a gate around my house with cameras going all around, you know, surrounding the whole thing because I don't have time for this. I don't have time. It shouldn't be a situation where I'm you know what I'm saying, trying to stay somewhere peacefully and mind my business and somebody is dry harassing me just because they don't like the color of my skin. And I'm so sick of, you know what I'm saying? People that like think that way and feel that way is something mentally wrong with them. And I'm not going to entertain that mental illness. Anyways, let's get over here. Okay, that's all I'm going to do for her today. You said, oh, yeah, yeah, they was trying to hook my trailer up. They was trying to hook the trailer up. I couldn't deal with it. I was like, oh, no. It shouldn't be no situation where I got to wake up. I would have to wake up at like 2. 3 o'clock in the morning. And you know what I'm saying? It wouldn't be a situation where I was deliberately trying to wake up at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. You know what I'm saying? That's just the time that I was waking up while I was staying in that trailer. And every time I would wake up and, you know what I'm saying, make me some tea, go sit outside in my little garden area, and I would see them riding around in circles in the trailer. And it wasn't just like 5, 6 different cars. And I'm like, what in the world are they doing? And you know what I'm saying? Then I will see, you know, what they was trying to do. Look out on my cameras and see these clowns going around, circling around my goddamn trailer. I was like, oh no, ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. So, you know what I'm saying? The next time I'm gonna, you know, I spend my hard earned money to give me a place to stay, it's gonna be something that, first of all, you know what I'm saying? My whole point of getting the trailer is, if I'm gonna pay, you know what I'm saying, the amount that you have to pay in rent a month to have somewhere to stay, I want it to be something that is mine. I don't want it to be a situation where I'm renting. And even though I may have been renting the lot that I was parking my RV on, the RV belonged to me. But you know what I'm saying? The next time that I do give me a place to stay, that I decide that I'm gonna give me a house, it's gonna be a house that is fixed on property that is mine. Okay, I feel like that's where I messed up. I should have got my own property, and you know what I'm saying, found me a place where I will be able to park my trailer on my land without having any kind of problems. And you know what I'm saying? If I can't find me an area in Houston where I can get me a trailer and park it on my land, then that means I'm gonna go ahead and get something like a house. You know what I'm saying? Because there shouldn't be no situation where I'm trying to, you know, mind my business in my house. Me and my son, we just chilling, relaxing. We ain't bothering nobody, and you know what I'm saying? It ain't no situation where we was sitting around making trouble or, you know, messing with people. We may have went out to the little. I think we went to the pool one time. You know what I'm saying? We went and played pool maybe one time. He ain't even really want to play like that. I played pool one time, and we went and hung out at the pool one time. It wasn't a situation where we was blasting music or having crazy parties or nothing like that. They just dry started messing with us. They dry started harassing us, and it didn't make any sense. You said you have safe trailer communities. Where you at? Where you at? Where you guys say trailer communities? I'm trying to let me know, because maybe that kind of that put me on. I was in shock. I couldn't believe that. I couldn't. You know what I'm saying? And I do get and understand that there are some very hateful people in this world, but I wasn't expecting that they would be that hateful that I couldn't have a trailer. You know what I'm saying? I was like, dang. And the wild thing is, when I would complain and tell the management about what was going on in Wisconsin, sheesh, when I would tell the management about what was going on, they act like I was crazy and I'm making stuff up or something. I was like, dang, what in the world? Like, you know what I'm saying? And there was a camera right there. And I know if I see what's going on my cameras, that they see what's going on their cameras. So that make me feel like the management was in on it. And that's something else I don't have time for. It ain't gonna be no situation where I'm paying you my heartache. I paid like 2 months in advance. So it ain't no situation where I'm owing money and, you know what I'm saying, I'm sitting up here, you know, trying to force my way. I paid. It shouldn't be no situation where I can't stay inside my trailer and mind my business without y'all trying to sit up here and harass me for no apparent reason. That don't make no sense. I'm just being, that don't make no sense. That ain't right. And yeah, ain't nobody got time for that. You know what I'm saying? So we just don't have to find us a little safe little place where I can give me a little house and mind my little business. And even if it's a little small house, I ain't tripping. 2 hours north of Chicago. Ooh, I'm scared of Chicago, bro. I never been to Chicago before though, to be honest. I have been to what is it called? Is it Peoria? I forgot what it's called. I have been to Illinois before. I've been to what is it called though? I forgot what it's called. I think it's East St. Louis. I've been to East St. Louis before, but I haven't been to I never been to Chicago. I wanted to go to Chicago. I actually kept on saying that I wanted to go to Chicago when we was up there, but nobody else wanted to go, so we never went. And I don't know, this Chicago got y'all got a lot going on, baby. As far as what people talking about, what y'all be having going on over there, it being 2 hours north of it, that make me feel like it's like the outskirts. Is it? That's what it seemed like. That's like the outskirts of Chicago. I really was halfway thinking about moving to like Louisiana. Oh, I want to be around people that look like me because I'm tired of being around racist people. You said, Mel, it's their own city. Well, I figured that because it's 2 hours. If it's 2 hours away, it probably it is. I don't know. I guess I would have to visit. I never been out that way. I have never been. Well, I've been out that way, but I never been to Milwaukee and I never been to Chicago, so I don't know what it's like. I don't know, man. I don't know. That's a bit far though. No, I can't. I can't do it. My son will have a fit. I can't go all the way up there. It's one thing to be a few hours away, but to be all the way gone, oh man, I gotta go somewhere on the outskirts. But I am for sure trying to be around, you know what I'm saying, people that look like me because I'm tired of moving places and people being, hateful and nasty for no apparent reason. And, it shouldn't be a situation where, like what happened? I'm just sitting outside my trailer that I paid for, minding my business in my garden, sipping on my tea, smoking my little cigarette, and everybody is up in arms as if I'm bothering them. Because how dare I sit there and be black in peace? You know what I'm saying? I ain't got time for that. Mm-mm. I don't have time for that. Milwaukee is a big lake city, a big little. It's a big little city. So is it kind of like Boba? Do you know what Boba? What Boba is? Boba is like on the outskirts of Houston, and it's a city, but it's not as big as Houston, but it's still kind of like a big city because it has like a university there. The only thing I don't like about Beaumont is right by Viter, and Viter is a sundown town. Viter is a well-known sundown town. It's off the chain over there, and it's right next to Beaumont. Like they literally right next to each other. But Beaumont is really, it's I don't even know how to explain it, but it's wild. It's like Beaumont, Viter, and then Louisiana. Y'all close to the Houston side. Y'all ain't no little city. If y'all close to the Houston is huge, man. You can't even really get around Houston if you don't have a car like that. It's gonna be difficult. It's hard for me to get outside of this neighborhood with no car. It's like dang near a mile walk to get from this house to the front of the neighborhood. You said y'all not stretched out like Texas. It is so stretched out. It is so stretched out here. Like it's literally a very long walk from here to the nearest bus stop. It's like exhausting. And it's like I could like if I wanted to try to walk through the wooded area like behind the houses to get to the street faster. But I think they gated it off at this point so you can't even go that way. But it used to be a way where you could go that way, but I never like going it because you gotta go through the grass and it's basically like going behind people. It's like going through basically like walking through a ditch, and that's the nearest way to get like towards the main street. We have buses too that can take you everywhere. Honestly, I think it's just because my mom kind of stays. It's like it's in the city, but it's kind of like the beginning of kind of being out on the outskirts type area because it's so stretched out over here. But when I stayed in Third Ward, it was not hard to get around. Like Third Ward, I was able to get around on my first scooter, which is an electric scooter. And me and my ex husband, we would basically ride. I would ride my little scooter up to the little train. We hop on the train. It was a bus stop like a few feet away from the house. We could walk up to the bus stop and get around to wherever we wanted to. But at the same time, it is certain places in Houston that you just can't get to if you don't have a car because, like, when you're trying to get deeper off in Mo City and Sugarland, you gotta have a car. You're trying to go deep in Katy, you gotta have a car. Cypress, you gotta have a car. In certain areas where the buses don't even run. And if they do run, it'll be a situation where the bus stop is here and you got to Uber from the bus stop to your final destination because that's just what it is. You by Lake Michigan. I think I've seen Lake Erie. Okay, I haven't seen I don't know if that's the same lake. I think they're different, but I think it's part of the five Great Lakes. Ain't it? I think Lake Erie is in Ohio though. Oh, but my tooth is huge. Yeah, I believe I was in Ohio when I seen Lake Erie, but it is a part of the five Great Lakes, and y'all is one of the Great Lakes that sound like yeah, Erie in Ohio. I've been to Ohio. I've been to Dayton, Ohio, and I've been to what's the name of that other city that we went to? I forgot. Hold on, I'm gonna try to remember. It was another place that I went to in Ohio, but I've been to a few places in Ohio, and I've been to Peoria, and I've been to East St. Louis, but I never been to Chicago. But you know what I'm saying? One day, I suppose y'all just bad. Chicago be having so much going on. But you know what I'm saying? Where you talk about it sound different in Michigan, it sound different. So you know what I'm saying? I would like to see what's going on. But before I move anywhere, I for sure want to visit. It might be a nice place to visit, but your mother was born in Ohio. Oh, that's cool. Ohio it seemed like a cool, calm, and collected place to live. Like, you know what I'm saying? The only thing I don't like about Ohio was all that snow, yo. I went up there during the winter and it snowed so bad. Like the snow was up the door. I like never seen that much snow. That was crazy. But you know what I'm saying? I can't say. At least I was expecting it there. When I stayed in the desert, that was a situation where I wasn't even expecting it to get cold, and it got colder than it gets here in Houston, and it snowed. And I was like, I was not expecting that. Milwaukee, Wisconsin for 30 years. That's what's up. Oh, I know why. Okay, I know what. Wisconsin. That's what. That 70s show. Isn't that where it's based off of Wisconsin? I don't know what part of Wisconsin, but I think it is based off of Wisconsin because that's what he say in the beginning part. Hanging out down the street, the same old thing. Hello, Wisconsin. Yeah, yeah. I would like to visit there. That would be fun. That would be fun to visit out there. But my son would have a fit if I moved. He would. He would. He was already upset with me about going to San Antonio. He would for sure have a fit if I moved all the way to Wisconsin. That would be a problem. He would be mad at me. I can't go that far. But I do want to find me a little, you know what I'm saying, a little town where I actually be able to like live in peace without having to deal with, you know what I'm saying, crazy people, yo. It's like mental issues because I can't say racism, I believe, is a mental issue. I don't believe that's a situation. That is a mental illness. It shouldn't be no situation where calling somebody, you know what I'm saying, effed up names that you know good and well stimulate from racism makes you feel good about yourself today. It's something mentally wrong with you. He said, LOL. That used to be my show growing up. I love that show. Y'all have the best beer. That's what's up. You see, I'm not gonna argue with you. You know what I'm saying? And you said people are scared of y'all. I know, right? It don't make sense. I've had people come on here during my live streams sit up like you know what I'm saying, talking cash, money, noise. And then when I say, you know what I'm saying, when I start defending myself, all of a sudden I'm being aggressive. You are the one attacking me. You are bothering me. I said absolutely nothing. It's not a situation where I'm on your live stream messing with you. It's not a situation where I'm at your front door trying to kick it in and all this other kind of crazy stuff. You messing with me. And now that I'm defending myself, I'm aggressive. Make it make sense. But other than that, you bored. That's what I really think. Sometimes people just be bored with their own life and decide that they gonna go and just find some kind of like just go messing with other people. It don't even make sense. That went down the wrong way. I don't care if it's a situation where I'm sitting around watching the same movie over and over again. I'd rather do that than sit around being nasty and mean to people for no apparent reason. I don't understand. Whew. Oh man. But I would, you know what I'm saying? I guess next year or later on this year, if I decide to do some more traveling this year, or if I decide to travel next year, I might, you know what I'm saying, figure out somewhere to go. I think I might, the next time I travel, instead of me just randomly popping up places, I might actually like have some pop up meetups or something like that. I think that would be fun because why not? Y'all made Harley Davidsons. Ooh, I always wanted a Harley. But see, the only thing I feel like, you know what I'm saying, after having my scooter, I had my scooter for about 3 years now, and I still have not got on it and just like allowed myself to go the fastest that I can go. Even though sometimes I do number one bar town. Oh, that's live. Sometimes I do like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know why. When I'm in a mood, I will get on there and just ride. But in reality, I have not allowed myself to go the fastest that I can possibly go on there yet. And because I haven't even allowed myself to go the fastest I can possibly go on my scooter, it kind of makes me feel very apprehensive and nervous when it comes to transitioning to a motorcycle, even though that was my original plan. It was to transition from the electrical scooter to the gas scooter to a motorcycle. But I guess we slow boogie over here because I still haven't been able to transition to the next, you know what I'm saying? You said I'm smart and I should take my time. I feel you. I'm trying to allow myself to get comfortable riding on it because sometimes I do be feeling kind of nervous, and people sometimes I feel like people on the road in Houston, they will deliberately try to run into you. You know what I'm saying? I've experienced that a few times where people deliberately were trying to hit me, and it's like it make me not want to ride. And that's what a lot of people have told me when they see me out on my bike. Like they'll be like, I love that. I love your bike. I love that you ride. But at the same time, they like, dang, I don't ride no more because X, Y, and Z. And it's typically the same stuff that I've experienced. People deliberately, they see you on a bike, get mad for whatever stupid reason, and decide that they finna drive directly. Like, what the you trying to get? You trying to kill me now? Because you see me on the bike for real. You said nervous is good. No, because I feel like when I'm nervous, I don't, I like, it's like I don't ride the best that I can in my, to my perspective. It's one thing for me to be alert and like, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm always alert and I'm always watching for what everybody else is doing. And I do have that mindset. I know I can drive. You know what I'm saying? I know how to ride my bike. I know how to balance and I know how to turn and maneuver my bike. But the thing about it is, I know that there are so many people that have these cars and these big, huge trucks and they can't drive. They flying to go nowhere. They see other people and they have this wicked mindset of you need to get out of my way and you need to pull over and will drive on the oh no you need to get on the sidewalk or all kind of other crazy stuff that they be thinking and it's like dang yo you in a car I'm on a scooter go around what is wrong with you people are crazy that's what I have realized. Some people are really crazy out here, yo. Some people are nuts. And they literally are going nowhere. Okay, probably going home. Literally have nothing to do. You know what I'm saying? When they get there, they ain't gonna do nothing. Switch into their night clothes and lay down somewhere. And they driving 80 miles per hour to get there and literally ready to run over any and everybody that is in their way. Okay, because how dare they have somewhere to go? You know, people are crazy. That's what I realized. since I have been, you know what I'm saying, since I have gotten my gas motorcycle, people drive like they are absolutely insane. But I can't sing. I don't know what it is about staying out here versus when I've stayed in Third Ward. I always felt more comfortable on my scooter. Even when I was on my electrical scooter, I felt more comfortable riding on my electrical scooter in Third Ward than I do out here. And I don't know what it is about how people drive. I don't know if it's just this neighborhood or it could just be, you know what I'm saying? Like this area, it's like people are always flying over here. And it's like everybody is in such a rush to go no effing where. And it's like that's literally what I'm constantly thinking. They don't even have nowhere to go. Typically it's a situation if something actually happened when the cops pulled them over, where are you going? Well, I was going home. Like dang, for real, you had to go 70 miles per hour to get home. You had to run somebody over because how dare they get it? Like what is wrong? It's crazy. It's crazy. But they really be flying, yo, on two wheels like a demon straight out of hell going nowhere. So they can go and make it home so they can catch the TV show, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't know if the Simpsons about to come on or whatever like show that they about to watch. Like, dang, you could record it, bro. We live in an age where you can rewind it back. Why are you about to run me over to go home? Dang.
Man, my bad, y'all. My phone like literally just shut off. It gave me no warning. She ain't beeping nothing. She just put my phone dead, and I didn't realize that it was about to go dead. It just cut off on me. What I just do with my I'm losing stuff. But yeah, my phone went dead out of nowhere, and I had to restart it. Whew. I had to restart it because it went dead out of nowhere. I ain't even realized that I had been on here that long, you know what I'm saying? So long that my phone drained my battery all the way down. But I do have a charger out here. You said we back. Baby, been on live for 2 hours. Eh, thank you. I'm glad you all right too. I don't know if that's like cat name, bro. Is that their cat name? I think that's their cat name. Oh yeah, it is because I can hear the little bones. You said life be living, but God is faithful. God is faithful. He is so amazing, yo. Baby, he be shocking me all the time. You said you on Central Time. Yeah, me too. It's 9, about to be 9:30. I'm so tired. I don't even know how I'm still up. To be honest, I've been up since 4 a.m. You know what I'm saying? I wake up 4 a.m. sharp every morning. But I do have a timer on my little. I have a aqua garden in my room, and I have it set where it cut on at 4 a.m. So I wake up at 4 a.m. every morning. I was so confused. Yes, I feel like I'm sliding. I'm but then I guess I never asked what the cat name is. Oh, oh, so sorry, y'all. I do. Y'all know what I want to do? I want to get another bird feeder and some bird food so that I can start seeing birds in the backyard because I never see them back here. I really want to start making some money to where I can start going on trips so I could go to the areas where the birds that I really like the most are going to be at. That would be awesome. I guess the first trip like that, it would be to go, you know what I'm saying? I think I would have to go to, I believe, Asia to see the flamingos. I want to see some pink flamingos in person. Now I know pink flamingos are not known for being friendly, but they are really pretty. So I do want to see them in person and, you know what I'm saying, get a picture at the very least. That would make me very content and happy. It will bring me great joy. You say you want to go and take some trips for real too. Yes, I feel like that'd be nice. That'd be nice. I feel like that was one of the most awesome parts about being in Austin is going down to Lake Austin almost every day and kind of being outside, you know what I'm saying, and just vibing by the lake, seeing the birds and the turtles and all that. I remember one time I went out there, y'all, and the dang turtles, like they were sitting on a log, and I never thought that I would find myself finding joy just watching turtles sitting on a log. But it was so cute because not only were they sitting on a log, but they were in order from, it was like the little tiny turtle, the baby turtle, then a teenager, and the bigger teenager, and then the adults at the end. And I was like, did they do that on purpose? Like, you can't make. I took a picture. You know what I'm saying? I took a picture. I'm gonna eventually post it. I guess I'm gonna have to go through my other phone though. One of my other phones. I like took a picture and recorded a video. I was like, "Are y'all doing a photo? Is this for me specifically? Because are y'all posing?" There are flamingos in Florida. What part I never see? I'm gonna have to come back down to Florida, yo. What part do I need to go to see the flamingos? You said they are smart, and it's like they knew I was taking pictures of them, and it's wild because like a few days before that, I was trying to get a picture of them, and I couldn't. It's like they would poke their heads out and then they would go back down, and they would poke out and look, and then they would go down, and I was like, dang, y'all ain't gonna come out for a picture. And then I came out that day and they literally were lined up in a row like they were in the perfect position for a picture, and I could not believe that they were just sitting there like that, and they were in order. Like it was so cute. You said ducks do too. Yeah, I did notice the ducks were looking at me when I was taking pictures of them. And I could kind of feel the vibe. I could tell when they wanted a picture and when they didn't want to be they didn't want pictures, they picture taken. You saying they have spirits. Yeah. This is true. Animals do have spirits. They can feel vibes. That's cool. I got some really cool pictures of some of the birds and some of the, you know what I'm saying? I do notice sometimes the birds will like see me trying to take their picture. I noticed that when I was in the park in Houston and I did my live stream and I was birding, and it was this one bluebird that it's like it would come out when I didn't have my camera out, and as soon as I pulled out my camera it would dip and it would hide, and then I would put my camera up and then it would come out again. Like it was messing with me. And then right before I left it came out and it stood still enough for me to take a picture. I love animals, bro. I was about to say birds. I do love birds, but I love animals in general. I just love nature. It's so awesome. It's so awesome to see how different animals have different kinds of personalities, and it is just so cool to me. And you know what I'm saying? I just think it's so interesting. And even when it comes to dogs and cats, they have different personalities and they will do different things. And they like it's sometimes they are a whole vibe. You said divine energy, yeah. So they can be a whole vibe, yo. And I like I just love it. I've encountered different animals with different kind of personalities, and I just feel like when you actually sit down and spend time paying attention to different animals and being around them, you actually get to see how they have different personalities, just like people have different personalities. And you know what I'm saying? Some cats are sweet and kind, and some can be a little bossy. Some can be a little mean. Some dogs can be sweet, some can be a little playful, some can be a little mean, and it's not even specific to the kind of breed. It just depends on that specific animal and what kind of, you know what I'm saying, energy they have going on. I think it's cool. And birds too. You know what I'm saying? And some birds are really smart in ways that you would never imagine. You wouldn't even imagine that they would be like, you know what I'm saying? Especially the way that Bluebird was playing with me. I was like, you know what I'm saying? You never imagined that a bird would play with you like that. But it literally was playing with me and it knew what I was trying to do. And it was like, thought she had a, gotta be quicker than that, gotta be quicker than that. And then as soon as I got ready to go, it's like, okay, you can get my picture. Post. And that's just like the turtles. I think the day that I saw the turtles lining up like that, it was either like the day before or a couple days before I left Austin. And they literally were lined up on a log. And I was like, this is perfect for a picture. I was like, y'all came out so I can get a picture. Y'all came out. And the whole time it's like it was so hard for me to not only see them but to get pictures of them because they were always underneath the water. And if they would come out, they would just stick their head out, get some air, and they would dip back down. So it's cool. It's cool. Ooh. I know one thing that was shocking to me. I was out there, Austin, and it was raining. Now I get that it was raining and I was already sitting outside at the park. I pulled out my umbrella and I was just sitting on the bench with my umbrella and it was kind of like trees right there. And I was just like, you know what? I'm already down here. I'm staying right here. I don't feel like walking around in the rain. But you know, people were rowing their boats in the rain with no umbrella. They were just rowing and they just carried on. And I was like, I get it. Because you're already in the water. You're gonna get wet anyway, so why not? They casually kayaking in the rain. And it wasn't just like one or two people, several people, bro. Hundreds of people casually kayaking in the rain. I was like, yo, bro. Baby, Austin is them. You said Austin is the best new city. Austin is definitely weird, bro. I'll say that. It's cool. They got some cool stuff going on, but it's definitely some weird stuff going on out there, bro. I was like, you know what I'm saying? It's both. It's cool in its own way, but it's weird in its own way too. You said weird. I can't say when I first got there, I was like, you know what I'm saying? I think we gonna have a good time. I think, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna have a good vibe out here. Cause I know I'm weird in my own right. I'm pretty sure some people look at me and how I am so like out borderline obsessed with the color pink, and they think that I'm weird. You know what I'm saying? But dang it, I think Austin, I'm weird to me. I was so confused. I was so confused a lot of times in Austin. It was kind of like it had me scratching my head a lot, yo. You know what I'm saying? But it was cool. I guess. I guess it was an experience. I'll say the least. You know what I'm saying? Whew. But I will say, I feel like it was better for me. I am glad that I left San Antonio, though. Not because I dislike San Antonio as a city, but you know what I'm saying? San Antonio was my favorite little city when I was growing up. And what I did want to happen is for me to have a disdain or a hate for San Antonio because of my ex and what he had going on and what he did. So I'm kind of glad that I left because in reality, I feel like sometimes when you travel to a city and when you live there, it's like two completely different things. And you know what I'm saying? Me traveling there as a child, you know what I'm saying? Going there with my dad, going there with my mom, when my mom used to take me to SeaWorld and my dad used to take me there every year. We would go to the Riverwalk. We go to the Riverwalk Mall. We go shopping. You know what I'm saying? When my dad took me to San Antonio, that was my time to shine. That was my shop till you drop. Okay, that was my you have no limit. Okay, which is why I have such fun memories of being there. Because my daddy would take me to his favorite thrift shop and he'd be like, get whatever you want, baby. I come back with a cart full of stuff. We get to the San Antonio Mall, he'd be like, do your thing. I would be like, yes, okay, hey, what's up, Amber? What's up? I would be like, yes, this is my time, baby. They had all the best stores. Back in the day, they used to have this store that was literally like the store's theme was everything was pink and purple. I would literally go crazy in that store. The Sanrio store was on and popping back then, yo. I would go crazy in there. You know what I'm saying? Just getting whatever I wanted. I love those trips, yo. You said privileges. As a child. Okay, when my senior year in high school, that was my last time. Him taking me to San Antonio and me having one of them trips, and he let me know, let you know now, this is the last trip. After this, you on your own. And he meant it. He meant every word. I went crazy though, but he meant every word. He said, this your last trip. You get whatever you want, but this is the last time, baby. You is grown now. You need to get married. I'm laughing so hard, but my daddy meant that. But I can't say it, I do like it because it gave me a fun. It really did give me a fun memory. You know what I'm saying, of that city in general because you know what I'm saying? I can't say I feel like my ex deliberately went out of his way to try to ruin my little fun childhood, bro. Try to ruin my little childhood memory, being with that sleazy thought down there, bro. But you know what I'm saying? When it come down to it, you can't erase, you know what I'm saying, 18 years of wonderful memories just by, you know what I'm saying, 3 months of nonsense. You know what I'm saying? When it come down to it, F him and her, bro. I had a wonderful childhood and you know what I'm saying? I like blessed that my dad even took out the time, effort, and energy to take me out to San Antonio every summer. And you know what I'm saying? Basically spoiled me like that. It, like, to be honest, it was awesome. It was awesome. But you know what I'm saying? As an adult, I've been down there a few times. You know what I'm saying? I've been down there with my son and my mom. I've been down there with my son and his dad. and we had a ball down there. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? His dad used to take me to the little ball, get whatever you want. So I have some fun memories even as an adult in San Antonio. I remember one time before we had my son, he took me down there. We went to a Spurs game, and then we went to see Kanye West and Kendrick Lamar. We went to that concert down there. So it's not to say that I just have nothing but bad memories, but I can't say my ex, he gave me a bad little memory and I'm trying to erase it. Okay. I'm trying to do like the Grinch when he hit himself upside the head. He said, I gotta get rid of these pesky memories. Never want to think about this again. Well, want to think about that ever again, bro. Mm-mm. But yeah, I'm glad I left. You know what I'm saying? Before it turned into like a whole awful little. I just felt it. I felt it in my spirit. I felt it in my spirit. I felt it in my soul. I was like, it's time for me to go. I gotta go. I gotta go somewhere. You know what I'm saying? I gotta get away from him. And I could just feel it. Like I just had to leave and I had to get away from him. And I really probably should have just, you know what I'm saying, drove back to Houston and just, you know what I'm saying, let it be. It is what it is, you know what I'm saying? But when it come down to it, I went to Austin, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I should have drove to Houston and just let them come and get the car from here instead of, you know what I'm saying, ending up stuck in Austin. But it is what it is. I know one thing, never again, bro. Never again. I'm not driving to him for nothing. I don't care if it's an emergency. I don't care because according to him, that was an emergency. And it was a situation. If you don't come, Star, I don't know what's going to happen. And I don't know what I'm going to do. And I don't know about this and I don't know about that. And I wish I would have stayed my behind in Louisiana, bro. I would have had a far better birthday. And then I could have brought my behind back to Houston, bro. But no, I had to go out there entertaining his nonsense. Pisses me off. But you know what? I'm not going to allow him and that ugly thing to cause me not to love the city that, you know what I'm saying, my father basically used to take me to every year. And, you know what I'm saying, I've had so many beautiful memories there with my family and my friends. And, you know what I'm saying, I remember in high school when I believe it was my junior or senior year, my dance team went out to San Antonio for the Alamo Bowl. And I got to dance in the Alamo Bowl. Was fun memories, bro. I have so many fun memories in San Antonio, and it's like I just feel like he deliberately was trying to wipe away all of the beautiful memories that I have of this city with this ugly thought, bro. And it just pisses me off, bro. Like they was just bored, miserable, and what could we possibly do to piss her off? What could we possibly do? And then when they realized that I wasn't paying attention to them and their nonsense, you know what? Call her out here. Like they just bored. And dang it, you said let it out. Baby petty. But I'm serious, y'all. I just don't get it. And if they so dang happy, why in the world was it a situation where they wanted me to come all the way out there to see they nuts? I was minding my business in Louisiana. I wasn't even worried about him. I'm sitting up in Lake Charles, minding my business, bro. You know what I'm saying? Doing my own little thing and trying to figure it out. And here he come bothering with me. Like that was uncalled for, unnecessary. It was completely like ain't nobody asking for none of that. I just don't understand. don't know why it feel colder in here than it is. I don't know if y'all noticed. I grabbed my little thermostat. It say it's 79 degrees in here. It really feel like it's cold in here. I can't tell if this is amazing. Oh yeah, it is. Oh, let me see. I wonder if I can hook it onto something in here. It ain't no strong Maggie. It seems like it ain't really trying to hold on to nothing like that. Okay, we'll see. Maybe it'll hold on to that. What else do I have in here that's metal? Let me see. Will it hold on to this over here? There you go. Okay. Hey, what's up? How you doing? Baby, but you said let it out. I have been kind of, you know what I'm saying? I'm just like, I'm not trying to focus on it. I really want to kind of let it go and move on with my life. But I guess that's part of it because I do have to heal from that. It can't be a situation where I'm saying that I want to move on with my life and let it go, but I'm still kind of harboring my thoughts and my feelings. So I'm trying to get over it. I'm trying to get over it and move past it. And hopefully, you know what I'm saying, slowly but for surely, we'll be all the way over and we'll be able to go on with our business and not worry about him or her. You know what I'm saying? That's my goal. To be able to be happy in peace and happiness without having to worry about their nonsense anymore. Oh, I'm tired. What time is it? 10 o'clock. And we got a swallow of the beer that I said I was going to drink today. Okay, I think that's about. Man, oh, my eyes itching. But yeah, it's cool. Yeah, say it's 79 degrees. It do not feel like 79 degrees. It feel kind of chilly in here. I'm actually kind of happy that the greenhouse door fell down. It just fell down off the top. I'm kind of happy it did though, cause it feel kind of cold in here. It don't feel hot like I would like it to be. And I guess I'm a water. I'm a water tomorrow. I was gonna do it tonight, but I kind of don't. I don't feel like it. I don't feel like it. I don't know why. I just don't. And I feel like, looking at the soil, it's still kind of wet to such an extent. I feel like they'll be all right. Mm, but I halfway feel like, I don't know, I'm trying to figure out what it is that, my bees got going on, but I may have. You say you keep a torch. I got a few of them. I have another one in my room that's marble, but it needs some of the lighter fluid. I need to get some lighter fluid for it. So I got this one and I got my marble one. My marble one is kind of dangerous though because this little piece that is at the tip broke off of it. So it's like on the verge of you try to, really hurt somebody with that thing. But anywho, I don't know. It's like I halfway think that I should at least water the beans because I think that's part of what they had going on. But I don't know. I also feel like they might have that might have happened because of the nutrients. Maybe I was off on the level of nutrients. Maybe I gave them nutrients too early. I do feel like, you know what I'm saying, it may have been a situation where I gave them nutrients after transplanting them and they kind of like, you know what I'm saying, it kind of shook them up a little bit. And maybe the transplanting shook them up a little bit, but simultaneously the nutrients kind of saved them because, you know, the day that I transplanted them, they looked really sad. But when I came back out here the next day, they were sitting up looking happy. And you know what I'm saying? Like they were enjoying the nutrients. And then maybe it's the nutrients and the rain, you know what I'm saying? Because rain naturally has nutrients and all kind of stuff in it that helps with plants and flowers. So maybe the rain kind of, you know what I'm saying, affected them in such a way. Ain't no telling. Ain't no telling. But I think I'm definitely gonna water tomorrow. hmm But I kind of want them to. It's like I want them to dry out a little bit so that they can get all the nutrients before I come back and add water to it. Here, I want them to get all their food, and I don't want to come out here and water them and like the food kind of, you know what I'm saying, drain out. If that makes sense. But due to the fact I added nutrients, what was that, Tuesday, and today is Thursday. I think I think for right now we're gonna do like once a week and see how they do. Cause I don't want to get them too much because if you give them too much, that ain't good. You said they growing fast. Yeah, they are growing, and but I don't want it to be a situation where I get them too much. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I don't want them to be hurting. I ain't trying to, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to, you know, you can't give too much nutrients. And if you give too much nutrients, that'll actually cause harm to the plant versus, you know, every week. I feel like giving them a safe amount every week, it'll cause them to like, it'll be stable. I want them to be stable. I don't want them to be out here and go into shock. But yeah, I feel like I did what I needed to do today. We cut off the leaves that were draining the plant's energy. Tomorrow I'm gonna get them some water. I feel like by tomorrow, whatever they didn't finish drinking or eating or whatever it may be today is gonna be gone, and then I'll be able to add some water to them and get them going, get them a good little soaking, and then let them chill for a few days, and then give them some more nutrients next week, so I can have me some big peppers. And let me look up this right now while I'm thinking about it. Uh, oh my goodness, I'm making this so hard. All I gotta do is shake the plant a little bit and they self pollinate. Jesus. I can do that on my way out. I'm tripping. I forgot though. Okay, so that's all I gotta do is just shake them a little bit. Okay, so now I know. Let me see. I'm gonna cut the light on so I can see what they got going on over here. Let me look at them real quick. You say growing fast. I'm trying. I'm trying to see what's going on. I see some flowers coming. But yeah, I'm gonna have to start, you know what I'm saying, shaking my pepper plants so that they'll start throwing some fruit. And I see a few blooms on there. I have got to find my other book. I don't know where I put it at. I gotta find it. These pictures are not helping. They is not showing me what I really want to see. Let me see. Mm. Okay, I think I figured it out. I forgot for a second though. I forgot for a second though. Oh, let me look that up too. While we here, I do use some of their tips though, because I do have eggshells out here in some of the soil. I'm actually saving some right now because I eat brown eggs. I only eat the brown eggs, and I am saving out some of the eggshells. Basically, what I do is after I use the egg, I'll leave the egg in a container so it'll dry out, and then once it dry out, I'll bring it out here, crack it, and mix it in with the soil. But due to the fact that I mostly got everything growing out here already, I'm probably gonna like put a layer of it on the top because you know what I'm saying. That keeps the I know it keeps the caterpillars away, but it also adds nutrients to the soil. Another thing I do see that they use, like they take old vegetable scraps and they mix it together. The only reason I don't do that right now is because I feel like that might add a smell. I would have to get like a container to put that in that I know is not gonna produce like a bad smell to where like you know what I'm saying it'll be unpleasant for not only me but also other people around me. But I feel you. I feel you on that. So you put yours in a blender and you mix it with brown sugar, baking soda, and coffee grounds. I just looked at that baking soda and hot water, and you put coffee grounds. I know coffee grounds are good too, but you know I'm gonna have to get some. But I could, you know what I'm saying. I do like Starbucks anyway. I like their tea. So I could, you know what I'm saying, stop by Starbucks, give me some tea, and get some of the coffee grounds that they give away. Lord, I'm gonna have to go up there and get some because, oh Jesus, I'm sorry, but I do use some of their tips. I learned some of their tips when I was staying off grid. Like as far as using old coffee grounds, I know that's good for the garden. I use eggshells. The only reason, once again, I don't use coffee grounds is because I don't have any. I don't drink coffee. But simultaneously, I do know it's good for the garden. And I know you can go to Starbucks. I know they give them away for free, like old coffee grounds. So I could go to Starbucks and get that. I also, I guess that's kind of it as far as food scraps. I don't really have that much food scraps going on. You know what I'm saying? We use what we have going on over here. But I am gonna try to get to where I can. Whew. Where I can, and I guess once my garden is really like, you know what I'm saying, bumping and going on, I will have more kitchen scraps that I'll be able to use to bring out here. But one thing I could do is grow certain things that I don't really eat like that and use that like, you know, in return as like scraps and whatnot. Last year I was trying to grow some squash. I don't eat squash. You know what I'm saying? But I can't stunt. The white, it's like it's I forgot what it's called, but it's like a white squash and it's shaped almost like a little it's kind of shaped like a pumpkin, like a mini little pumpkin. It is so pretty. And I grew it before when I was staying in Third Ward, and it grew so big and pretty. I thought it was just a pretty plant. I don't eat squash, but I thought the plant itself was pretty. So I think I might grow that. I also didn't just grow it because it's pretty, but it also keeps pests away. So even though, it's food, and I don't know, I might be able to look up a certain recipe that I could use, what I'm saying, use it for. But in reality, I was growing it because I feel like the fruit is really pretty, and I know that it keeps certain pests away. So I may eventually plant that, but I am going, what I'm saying, sow some seeds possibly tomorrow or this weekend. And when I do that, I may add squash to the list. I already know I want to grow. I want to plant some. What is it called? Sheesh. Some shard. I want some shard. I want to sow some shard, and I might go ahead and plant some squash too while I'm out there. I'm also thinking about planting some more beads. I said beads, beans. It's time for me to go to sleep. I'm tired. Oh, my back is hurting. I might plant some more beans. I know I want to plant some more lemon cucumbers. Matter of fact, I'm finna write that down. All the things that I want to plant. Leave a note for myself. All the things I want to plant tomorrow. So I don't forget. Because, baby. You say you taking notes. You talking about me taking notes. I'm just trying to keep note of what I want to do so that I don't forget because, babe, I will. I will forget and I don't want to. So I do want to keep a note of what I want to, what seeds I want to sow out here. And I think that's it. I think there'll be a bit of things that I want to grow because we got carrots going on, radishes, straight A, got them. I might just bring all my seeds out here in general. But I for sure know that it's certain things that I really do want to grow. Is there something else? What else is that? I think that's everything. Yeah, I think that's everything. And I know I want to put the squash in its own little pot. Okay, so I took a note of that, and we got 4 pots, so that should be cool. Okay, that should be cool. I think that's what we'll do tomorrow. Tomorrow we go. So either tomorrow, either Friday or Saturday. Either way, depending on the weather and how I'm feeling. But tired, yo. You gonna email me all the thank you. That will really help. Okay, that will really help for you to email me all the recipes. It is JENELLUVUNO@gmail.com. But yeah, tomorrow I'm definitely going to sow some more chard because my chard didn't survive. I'm gonna put that in the garden bed next to the beans because they say that beans and chard can be very good friends. And we gonna get some squash going on. I might also add some dill to the garden bed too. Even though I have dill sprouting over here like crazy. You see it? I have to look at it in a minute. I got one little shoot of asparagus that came up. It's the only one. And I have a bunch of dill over here that I'm possibly gonna move the dill and transplant it around in the garden. I love dill, y'all. It is one of my favorite herbs. I like putting it on everything. It is so good. So I'm gonna add a note for that too. Let me see. So I'm probably gonna do that too. Transplant the dill and add some short, and I want some squash going on just because it's pretty and it's gonna keep certain kind of pests away from certain plants that's out here. Whew, that's what we got going on. Okay, all right, my lighter. Oh, that made my eye burn. Okay, my little books. I almost got to put my little cup in here. Hey, y'all, we good. I do not want to feel it. My car fell on my head. I'm gonna follow my first mind and water my beans before I go. My bad, y'all. My phone fell over. Okay, now we got that going. Now I'm gonna do it. I just have a feeling if I don't do that, then tomorrow, before I come out here, it might be too hot. And I don't want it to be a situation where my beans are burning because they literally outside in the sun. And I know sometimes it's better to water some plants at night than it is to water them during the day. Anywho, that's our live stream. I'm finna go lay down. I love y'all. Thank y'all for hanging out with me. I will see y'all later. Deuces.